So we're going to take on dollar CAD. We're 13 minutes away from the non-farm payrolls data. 260,000, 250,000 expected versus 315 last month for the month of September. Now, an inline number isn't necessarily going to be particularly bullish for the dollar. We want something which is going to really gyrate the market. This is really going back on prior outcomes. Um, we've had a sell-off on the back of inline data prior, so we might see the same again. The dollar has been pretty perky into the last day of the week. The Dixie's risen up all the way into 1250. We've broken yesterday's highs already today in London. We've got last week's high, however, all the way up in 114.80.
10 minutes now till we get the non-farm payrolls for September. Non-farm payrolls with 250,000.
So there you go. Not sure if that would have come out properly in the video. So with the dollar, we're actually let's have a look. We've got last week's low here, which we've moved back into. So the bias is to the upside. The thesis is that we've had the low of the week and we're moving up for a strong finish. So the key area for me is, well, obviously above 112.20 in the Dixie. So we'll keep an eye on that. And we'll keep an eye on the European lows down at 111.95. So we're just going to clean up this chart. And the price of oil has rallied right up into last month's high. Got way above last week's high. Um, so oil is on the way up. That's put some strength into the CAD. Um, if we look at the CAD, we talked about how we'd expect a blow off um, in the European session, which we've had. So we had that. I'm kicking myself and not have entered that trade, but anyhow. Um, so we've had that pullback. It hasn't come quite as deep as I'd like to have done. Um, I'd like to have seen it taken out the stops below here. So we'll just have to wait and see what the number comes out as and the sentiment around it. So the game plan here will be to wait for the number. We won't do anything ahead of it. 2 minutes now to the data. And we'll just see how the market reacts, what the data is, how the market reacts to it, and then decide whether there's an opportunity based on the price action. If we get a very strong number, I mean, this will just take off and it'll be hard to get to participate in it. On average, we've kind of seen a range of around 50 pips in prior data. So that's something to bear in mind. But um, given the volatility of late, I'd be looking for something more in the range of 100 pips. Right, so the data's come out there, pretty in line with estimates, really. We've had a base point lower in unemployment, which is nice. Um, Markets react bullishly to that. Looking across, we've seen the 10-year pop higher. We've got the Dixie running up towards 112.50. Are we going to see the stops taken out either side? In the CAD, we've got oil coming down, which is nice. We really want to see the stops taken out here. Now look, on the structure, got the double bottom, got the pin, got the, this is the engulfment. I'm going to give it 15 minutes and see where we're at.